Hey everyone, welcome to Flipbook More. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a 1000-page realistic flipbook in Blender from any video you want. What you're seeing right now is the final result we'll build step by step in this video. So let's jump right in. First, grab the Realistic Flipbook add-on for Blender from the link in the description and get 50% off using my coupon code. Download Blender using the link in the description and install it on your system. I'm using Blender 4.5.1. This Realistic Flipbook add-on does not work with Blender 5.0 or newer, so make sure you download any version below 5.0. This step is very important. Now let's install the add-on. Go to Edit Preferences Add-ons. Click the small arrow icon in the top left corner and select Install from Disk. Navigate to the folder where you downloaded the Realistic Flipbook full zip file, select it, and click Install. Once it's installed, search for Realistic, enable the add-on, and finally save your preferences, so you don't have to install it again and again. Alright, now that everything is set up, let's move on to the fun part. Before we begin, save your Blender file and then reset the scene. This step is very important. It allows Blender to correctly create the directories needed to save the flipbook pages with proper numbering, along with the final video output. Now, upload your video. For this demo, I'm creating a 200-page flipbook to show you the complete workflow. The process is exactly the same for a 1000-page flipbook, but keep in mind, more pages mean a heavier file, which can increase the chances of Blender crashing. Once you understand the workflow, you can safely scale it up to 1000 pages. Adding page numbers is completely optional and fully customizable. You can change the font, adjust the size, position, and color, or even add your own downloaded font directly to the font directory. Every setting updates with a live preview, so you can fine-tune everything in real time. Once you're happy with the placement and style of the numbers, simply click Render, then go back and continue with the next steps. Rendering the page numbers may sometimes take longer than uploading the video, so don't worry, that's completely normal. Once the render is finished, the numbers are seamlessly attached to every flipbook page. Page numbers add a huge boost of realism, especially when you use a pencil-style font with the correct position and color on your flipbook. At this point, you've completed the 200-page flipbook workflow. Now all that's left is to render the flipbook and export it as an MP4 video. Now it's time to move to the main highlight of this video, creating a 1000-page flipbook. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer, we're not responsible if a 1000-page flipbook hangs your PC or causes Blender to crash repeatedly, especially if your system only meets the minimum Blender requirements. This is a heavy process, so proceed carefully. Alright, let's continue. Reset the file, upload your video, and this time select 1000 pages. You can also customize the look by choosing different hand presets. There are 6 options available, including both male and female hands. Rendering the pages will take a long time, depending on how many pages you're creating. I'm speeding up this part to save time. The add-on will automatically detect the page numbers if you've already created them. In our case, the 1000-page flipbook is detected, but earlier we only rendered 200 page numbers. That's why the remaining 800 pages appear in pink. So, we'll need to create the page numbers again for this flipbook. Don't worry, the process is exactly the same as before. If you run into any issues or have questions, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm speeding up the number rendering up to 6 times the original video to save time. Alright. Our 1000-page flipbook is complete, with proper numbering applied to every page. At this stage, the Blender file becomes very heavy, so real-time playback may not be smooth, and that's totally normal. Before the final render, you can make a few last touches, change the background color, add a background image, adjust the resolution, set your file name. Once everything looks good, go ahead and render the final flipbook and export it as an MP4 video. Since this file is extremely heavy, my PC couldn't handle rendering the final video while recording the screen. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the final render process. For reference, it took around 7 hours to render a 2-minute flipbook on my system. You can check my PC specifications in the description below. This entire workflow really requires a powerful system to run smoothly, especially when working with 1,000 pages. Before we wrap up, I want to mention that the Realistic Flipbook add-on is still under development. If you have any suggestions, improvements, or feature requests, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.